New I-Team investigation shows the truck driver at fault in a deadly accident should not have been behind the wheel in the first place.
Shirley Morris died in that crash this summer, but we've uncovered new information tonight that shows the accident has claimed a second life months later. The I-Team's Meredith Anderson has been digging into this case. And Meredith, we understand this driver is still driving trucks.
Our cameras caught her out on the roads, but we followed her paper trail of tickets all the way to the Richmond County Courthouse. And it does make us wonder, how can someone arrested for a deadly accident with a history of driving problems still be going to work as a truck driver?
Oh my goodness.
You never know when the last Christmas spent with your loved ones will be your loved one's very last Christmas. Shirley Morris died in July. Clayton Morris wasn't too far behind.
Do you find any comfort that they're together?
Yes.
Fulton County 911.
I just saw an accident in Harlem.
They're going to put flowers on the grave, on my brother's graveside.
There has been a terrible car wreck. Appling Harlem Highway.
But they didn't make it.
Shirley never really woke up, but family never left her side in the hospital. Her husband, who was also hurt in the crash, visited when he could.
When he started talking to her, tears started welling up in her eyes. So we knew she knew he was there.
When the end was near, she came home on hospice so she could go home in peace. The day of the accident, they were heading to the cemetery where their son is buried. Derek died in 1975. Leukemia. He was only 4.
And she died. I told her, I said, go.
Yeah.
He's waiting.
He was waiting on her.
We're together. We'll be fine. We'll take care of Daddy, which we tried to, but...
Right.
10 days after Shirley's death, Harlem police make an arrest.
New today, a tractor-trailer driver is now in jail and charged in a deadly crash from last month.
And not just one charge. Homicide by vehicle, following too closely, driving with an expired license, driving without a license, and operating an unregistered vehicle. That vehicle belongs to J.S. Rowe, and it's not Christina Richardson's first time getting busted for driving an unregistered vehicle or expired tag. She also got a ticket for it last December in a Kenworth T880. That kind of truck requires a CDL or a commercial driver's license. The ticket doesn't name a company. But days later, she posted this to TikTok. When DOT says I can't run my new truck without DOT numbers and company name. And that's not all. Here's another ticket from that very same stop for unlawful use of wireless device in CMV or commercial vehicle. We're not sure what Christina was doing with her phone to earn this ticket. But the I-Team found plenty of examples where it appears she uses her phone to take videos of other trucks while driving, of bad weather while she's driving, or just of herself while she's driving.
You cannot ever live the life of your...
In this one, she even ducks down in her seat while her truck's still moving. In another one, posted the same day, it looks like she keeps her eyes on her phone, not the road. Both are dated August 24th, after she was arrested for causing Shirley's death. This video also caught our eye, given the circumstances. Back in 2020, it appears Christina named her truck the Neckbreaker. The I-Team didn't just check social media to see if Christina was still driving after her arrest. We checked the roads. This is video from August 2nd, and it didn't take us long at all to find her behind the wheel. The most important check, however, came when we started investigating Christina's driving record. Not even counting the charges connected to her latest arrest, the I-Team obtained copies of 12 tickets and 1 warning. Here's one in 2020 for running a stop sign in her truck. Another from 2017 for not keeping her truck in the 2 right lanes. Her warning? It's for not properly securing the load on her truck. And for speeding. 7 of her tickets are for speeding. According to the Georgia Department of Driver Services, her commercial license is now current. Since she was charged with having an expired license in July, it appears she renewed it. So, how is she still driving? According to Georgia law, a driver can lose his or her CDL either temporarily or for life if convicted of a major traffic violation, including homicide by vehicle, if it's a felony. Right now, Christina is facing one misdemeanor charge. But according to this death certificate, a second vehicular homicide charge could be on the way. Clayton Morris died October 1st, 78 days after his wife Shirley. His death certificate lists a traumatic brain injury from an accident on Appling Harlem Road, June 21st, as the cause. He was 87 years young, just like his wife.
Like 87 going on 16. They were always in the road, always going somewhere.
Every Saturday night they'd go to auction somewhere.
Clayton played the banjo his whole life and even had his own band, C.D. Morris and the Southern Bluegrass Boys. He served on the Harlem City Council for 26 years and was one of the founding fathers of the Oliver Hardy Festival. He also served as a father figure to countless kids on his Little League teams. Shirley was a teacher for decades, so she helped raise countless kids in Harlem over the years. But her favorite time of year was when she could shower her own family with Christmas gifts.
When they started having grandkids and she just...
Her list started on the day after Christmas all over again.
That list grew every year. It now includes 8 grandkids and 6 great-grands. And this year, the gifts on those lists might mean more than they ever have before.
And when we were going through her room back there, even in July, there were already presents that were wrapped.
Presents that will end up under the tree, unwrapped without the presence of Shirley and Clayton, who were the greatest gifts of all to the Morris family. The Morris family is suing Christina Richardson and J.S. Rowe. They filed suit last month. When I did some checking, I found 2 other lawsuits pending against J.S. Rowe, both dealing with 2 other accidents involving 2 other drivers.
So speaking of J.S. Rowe, back to this accident, what did they have to say? What did the driver have to say?
Well, I would like to speak with both of them. I reached out to both of them, J.S. Rowe by phone and Richardson by social media, but I haven't heard back from either. I will keep you posted if that changes, and of course invite them to share their side.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing more of that, but really sad for that family not to have such a huge presence with them this Christmas.
It's going to be a hard Christmas morning for sure.